Well, aha, A7 Media Sports Extra on YouTube. Of course, nkomo e wo hono mo. Yes, ye tena ase ne ye tu ebo asesa. Yes, ye ba be din nkomo. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Ye wewe mu a Kotoko transfers ahodo a wo mo emeki ye during the transfer window. Kotoko assign ye about 18 players. And Kotoko wo mo join ye 18 new players, and we all know as to the reason why Kotoko assigning this large pool of players. In as much as in recent times, Asante Kotoko season be going into a new season, on the average 15 new players ever on board. But this time round, Oberman paying for the benefit of the doubt because Kotoko will be participating in Africa, hoping some meeting making impact with the Confederations Cup. Well, Kotoko and Kwara United ebebo, and I do not think Kwara a game was a Kotoko far no so difficult. Kotoko shouldn't struggle beating Kwara United because me Kwara performance Nigeria or league anymore. Though Asante Kotoko in recent times so need that one in shed any more, especially so more against clubs need African club competition. You who San Pedro Bejaya money de na but yes still I have this hope, I have this conviction. So coach Karim Zito in the Mantiano, a bit enough na Kotoko overcoming that hurdle. Now Nkoma Baby Dino is about coach Karim Zito. No. I'm not into giving pressure. You know me, I don't do that. But I'm only into draw Asante Kotoko fans for more attention to one or two parameters. I think say Zito wrong. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And also one or two things Utiminya the writer about one in Kanko the 2025-2026 season. You know, Nansemi Honomo on one of the sister stations. I think it will be a Sempa FM. I mean, fact credit them more. It is a coach Karim Zito a making statement be with regards to the attitude of players and how long they stay with their mobile phones at night. I expect they have to sleep now omukutu phone. So literally the long hours almost spending with their phones, you know, and what with the growth of football and also Mboa with so bit top-notch performance, and it is really understandable. I know only Zito be means many Zito because football no physically demanding, exhausting, and you need rest. But see, dealing with players, you know, now you need to be extra careful. Yes, because that comment and as that statement as Zito making indirectly, or ma yemubi enya that understanding. Say at Kumasi Asante Kotoko, issues for Honomo. When it comes to the number of hours our players spend with their mobile phones before they go to sleep. Indirectly, as someone one can direct. But since he's the head coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and looking at Kotoko performance, Gaka top 4, the Super Cup trophy, and I'm Kotoko see pressure now about from Kakra. But looking at where Kotoko was coming from, and for him to make that statement, I said the dots on connected. It means that Asante Kotoko issues for Honomo when it comes to the number of hours our players spend it with their phones. Now, as a coach, you are not only a coach. In our part of our world, you're not a title coach, but you need to manage players for you to get the best out of them. So what I'm thinking is, if that is the norm at Kumasi Asante Kotoko, or one or two players in the Asante Kotoko team, or majority of them, they spend time with their mobile phones, or the duration too prolonged. I think, as a coach, to be on the safer side, meet the players and deal with the issue. Establish internal rules and regulations. See, rules are very important in any environment, in any society, institutions where there are no rules. Chaos, disorder, awkwardness, confusion tends to become the norm. It becomes the order of the day. So rules are very important. Establish clear-cut rules. Let them know that they are adults, they are professional footballers. Give them reasons as to why they need to have enough rest, and not vice versa with their mobile phones. After that, you establish clear-cut rules. You don't speak via any sister station that these days players spend much or more time with their phones and that they don't have enough sleep. If you do that, and if at Asante Kotoko, some of the players are doing that, what will be the outcome? What will be the outcome? That is when you give some of the players the room to harbor bitterness, especially players who are not professionals. They will now harbor bitterness against you, the coach. Because see, coach, any players on a family, say a family and a resource, it will flow with rapidity. Sometimes the coach and my training, head coach and my assistant, was a place and it be more like you can clearly see on their faces someone messy coach. And how do you build that? You can only build that through that friendliness, using the right approach. And for Asante Kotoko, that history is already there. You how a Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum extra goal. When it comes to discipline, he did his best. In fact, Ogum did his best. But at a point in time, Ogum, net is saying was Asante Kotoko when it comes to discipline. For him to be attacked severally, for his name to be dragged in the mud, that Ogum was overdoing it. All because of players' attitude, especially how as a coach, only players be dealing. Now when you're the best from the players. So coach Karim Zito, he needs to be extra careful. Players can decide that they will gang up and they will not play for you. They will not go the extra mile. If you are doing some of these things, they will not go the extra mile. And see, in the world of football, a ban is saying choose between a coach and a player. For fire, what do you mean the coach and a beko? Because players, you know, trauma size 22 players, 35 players. They cannot decide, so coach and stay near and sack 35 players. Cost benefit analysis. One a boka, club never boka more. And Kotoko boka compensations because of players are sakium. So Karim Zito also nyani right. Now, Kumasi Asante Kotoko 2025-2026 season. The way they chat Kotoko should come clear as to their goals, what they want to achieve this season. Now they have a national supporters chairman. Meet Chairman Solo. Muni Solo endi hum komo. Solo enya the understanding ono nso akọ no akyerɛkyerɛ mu akyerɛ the supporters front. Say bi Asante Kotoko, the 2025-2026 season, our target, our first goal is to win the Ghana Premier League. That is number one, and that is non-negotiable. And no, there's a man state Kotoko on any day you babe starting Ghana Premier League. Now your ball whistle Kotoko, it show up they are competing for the Ghana Premier League trophy. So that is number one. Now number two, and they say you bet MTN FA Cup. Number three, and they say Africa na ye kono ye target a group stage. Si ye ko na ye ko so kwan mu na say you drew good stage at Asante Kotoko, afili, you classify it as a failure. So they need to be clear on this. Sana supporters no so no enya the understanding no being kotum futuro engu supporter bi ani e Kotoko ye be start season no. E was ye the Ghana Premier League. E was ye GMTN FA Cup. E was ye kwaje the CAF Confederations Cup. And what fire nana CAF Confederations Cup no. Even qualification no. Enye better. How much more so beko no akwaje. I know so pem so aka His Royal Majesty. Say Africa no here. But Africa no, Rome was not built in a day. Untimi by word of mouth. And katashi nyen ding. We also saw what happened to Accra House of Folk. Ebra na coach Samuel Bodu. Why fired up, full of motivation, thinking say na House of Folk team they drew the standard or meet me akwa dominate to Africa. And we also saw what happened to House of Folk. So Africa ne there, but if as a club, the hierarchy of Asante Kotoko, omutimi eba na omo clearly define the goals of Asante Kotoko for the 2025-2026 season. The likes of Kwesi Appiah, trying to salute. Niema wo ye wo Sudan no, who deserve salute. Malek Jaber, oh. Kontompo ni afre, debi edi ne ya ne confuse me. Nana Pinkra, they should come out and clearly establish the goals or the target of Mercy at Asante Kotoko for the upcoming season. Have that meeting with the supporters front so that Asante Kotoko will be on the same page. And one thing is say, if we are on a boat, na you say boat na ye team ye free her say na yako from Accra ye Kumasi. Ye Kumasi na say ye nu Kumasi mpo na say ye drew kononkwa eye. You know, obi a trim fine because ye nim say baby a ye kono eye Kumasi. Na emum say ye drew Kumasi ye drew kononkwa eye. The subsequent journey that to ye niema yi a ebetima boae ama ye nkodru konongo ba ebetima pa konongo ho akodru we bia edweso. The next one is ye to ye niema yi with experience, with quality science, and so ye free ye dweso na ya bawru mu wo sai kro. I think the bia be di free ba no otimas woni me eya hwen. Into some of these things, Kotoko as a club, a big club, they need to do it. They need to do it. And yes, idea, baby, nipa dom wo hono no, na nipa atwehia no, always there will be a Judas. And that Judas, ebe fetchire, na agenda, and a Kotoko kromo kai, so mo kwaji Africa, and yes, ye beji, MTN Africa, yes, ye beji, Ghana Premier League trophy, yes, ye beji, after the na kwako we say, Coach Karim Zito, yensa keno. Players no yemfo mu bibiri na nto transfer na no so akwa ye ka ama club no Kotoko hwe adakoja ache mo wie Kotoko ni ultra-modern training complex bia Kotoko enemy stadium ba wo hwe Kotoko wo mo ni omu si so a dodo na enyo mu stadium dodo na enya wo mu training complex a eye papa ni nyina Kotoko enya sa na man. So some of these things I'm just pleading. Supporters, and I know you are watching. I know you are listening. Supporters front, say management. I am Sinikura. Oman Kenya Masua. Mon channel this agenda. Muni omunshia. And let them know so mon fact target. And my mona so many supporters, any subgroups in share ni komo. And I think it is going to really help Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Well, say, do want to subscribe to Saber Media Sports on YouTube for the best of sporting content. We know, my dream trade, enemy trimupo.